Praise God. My name is Judith Angwech. I'm a land surveyor by profession. I work with Ministry of Lands, and I thank God for the opportunity He has given me to share these messages. Please do not take these messages lightly. I am not looking for money. I am not looking for fame. If anything, it costs me a lot to put everything together. It takes up my sleep, it takes up my time, it takes up data, so that means it takes up money. I need to go through days of fasting. There is a lot that I go through for me to be able to post these messages. For those who have heard my story, I was transformed very, very radically. It happened within a week. Just like how Paul was converted, he went into blindness. Now, for me, I was changed very radically within 1 week. I went through 5 nights of no sleep, and I was only speaking about sin, about how people are going to hell, and I ended up in hospital. Boom, I started preaching. So everything I do, it is not Judith. I had never thought I would be what I am today. That means whatever I speak is definitely not from me. We are living in the last days, and the Lord is looking for people. He's searching for true followers. He's redeeming us. He's reviving the church back. That is why you see even the messages I share are not ordinary messages. I will not tell you about how God is love. I will not preach about faith. There are things that you already know. I would rarely speak about them. Your pastors will tell you about them. But the Lord told me, I will let you speak about the little things that are making people perish because they are ignorant about them or they are taking them for granted. That is why you see I end up speaking about things that I don't even know how they come up. Surely it's the Spirit of the Lord. So today I want to talk to the youth, and my topic is entitled, Let's Not Ignorantly Join in Bandwagon and Say that as a youth, I am still enjoying my life. I still have time to enjoy my life. In Luganda, we say, Okulya bulamu, eating life. Let me make it a direct translation. In my language, we say chamokwo. As a youth, we like saying atia chamokwo. I am eating life. Ndikulya bulamu. And when we say this, we say it as if we have all the time in this world. But let me tell you, my dear young children, the youth is not even children. It goes all the way, I don't know up to what age, 40-something. So we are living in an era where we have taken up these things and we've ignorantly used it to keep us in sin. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 2:22, avoid the passions of youth and strive for righteousness, faith, love, peace, together with those who, with a pure heart, call out to the Lord for help. It is very clear. Avoid the passions of the youth. That means there is that age where there is a passion to be taken up by sinful desires. But the Bible is very clear. Avoid the passions of the youth. Let me tell you, as a youth, you're not so young to die. There is no one who is so young to die. Death comes anyhowly to anyone. And then you're not an exception to be judged. You will be judged. You know, even if you're a youth, you're not an exception. But we are living in an era where when you're a youth, we are the ones who are taken up by secular entertainment. It is the youth that will fill up at Sheba's concert when she organizes a concert. And when they flop that place, they'll go in indecent wear. They'll go in all sorts of haircuts. Some men have their dreads on. The ladies are all made up. You literally see that the ladies have gone almost as a bunch of prostitutes. The men have gone. Some of them look like gay. Some of them look like secular artists. It is just crazy. Some are smoking. Whatever they are doing there is dirty. Go for those concerts. It is mainly the youth who are taken up. So at the end of the day, we are so caught up in secular entertainment as youth. And what comes out of secular entertainment? It is either you're going to get into a lustful spirit, so you end up in fornication, in adultery, in lusting after someone, in homosexuality, in pornography, in masturbation, rape, defilement. You're going to do all those sexual sin activities. You end up into pride. You've seen them when they get into this secular entertainment, secular movies, all those things. You're taken up by pride. There is a spirit of pride because you love these. They're becoming your role models. You're looking up to the artists. You're looking up to the musicians, the celebrities. You get a spirit of anger. There are so many spirits that come up out of this, and at the end of the day, you live a sinful lifestyle. Look at fashion and trends. It is the youth who are taken up by fashion and trends. We are the ones who expose our bodies. We are the ones who say, I need to look hot so that I can get a man to marry me. These days, for you to be married, you need to first expose your bodies. That is what people say. If they don't see my nice legs, if they don't see my cleavage, they will not think that I'm what? I am beautiful. All that. Others say I'm still young. I can still dress like that. If you dress well, they say, look at this one looking like an old woman. We are doing these things ignorantly. Why should a young girl dress indecently, dress different from a young woman? What are you grooming? Are you really grooming a mother out of her? Are you grooming a wife out of her? Or you're grooming a prostitute, you know? So when we get to become youth and you're taken up by this, especially Christians, I speak to Christians. This, by the way, this is not an exception. I am talking to Christians. They are doing this. Go to Fanero and see how these girls dress up. They don't care. After all, Apostle Grace said, it is only the heart that matters. For us, we don't talk about sin. We talk about Christ. Come as you are. So they end up coming the way they are, they remain the way they are dressed indecently and they don't care, you know. There is nothing that says, the youth think that this is our generation. Maybe God will understand that everyone was fornicating after all. After all, everyone was dressing indecently and he will just forgive us and take us to heaven. No, the Bible does not compromise and God does not compromise. If he said fornication is bad, it is bad. If you're going to end up in hell because of fornication, it doesn't matter. If everyone is fornicating, everyone will go to hell. If everyone is dressed in a lustful way, everyone will go to hell. There is no excuse that because our generation it was too much. The days of Noah, people were all, living sinful, wicked lifestyle. How many remained? Only 8 entered the boat. So don't think God is going to be merciful and just accept you in because everyone else was doing it. Some of them have accepted to become gay. And when they are getting into this act, they influence each other and say, let's just go in there. We shall come out somehow. After we've eaten about 5 million, then we come out. They don't know that there is a spirit behind it. So when you start doing the act, you get trapped and you can't come out. Or you come out with sickness. If you don't get through serious deliverance, you can't come out of these acts. These things are what? Are spirits. They are spirits. Now, the youth are the ones who have killed our churches. Last time I was in a certain Anglican church and they were having a meeting and they were saying, now, you see, let's introduce this kind of music in our church, dances, so that we can attract the youth. We have moved away from attracting their souls. We just want to please them. So you allow them to come dressed the way they are. You allow them in a choir with their minis that, no, we need to keep these youth in church. You're going to keep them in church and they'll move from church to hell. Tell them they are dressed indecently. I told you, I went to a church to minister. And when it was time for choir, they sang in their gowns. It was an Anglican church. Then when it was time for them to go in front and sing before people, they removed their gowns and put on their chairs and they went and did praise and worship in their short dresses. So you ask yourself, what are they showing? Are they really gone to church? So these are the youth who we've allowed to bring worldliness in church. They dress up the way they want in church. They come all made up. They come with all their attachments. They come with worldly music in church where you just remove the word Jesus and put. They come and say, today let's do reggae for Jesus. Let's do rap for Jesus. Someone said that, God is thinking, is he a dog that you go barking at him while rapping? Our God is holy. Our God is holy. You cannot go in front of him and you do things to please yourselves. You're not pleasing him. You cannot do things because you want to please the youth. You cannot allow to just bring in songs. For example, if I don't know who sang the song, Talimba Yesu Bukiriza byonna bituukirira, it is a secular artist who sang it. And then we think it is a gospel song. The person is mixed. He will sing a worldly song and a song that has Jesus. Do you think he's straight? He's not straight. He's mixed up. He's lukewarm. And you can't say that he's singing it from his heart. You don't know some of the parts of the song. Maybe he has even mixed in other things. So we end up compromising because we want to please the youth. Then they come to church and they say they are singing for us Dombolo ya Yesu. Do you know what Dombolo is? They bring all those things, Lingala, like they literally carry club and bring to church, and we embrace them because the youth want to enjoy their lives. Church leaders, you're going to account for all these. Let's go back to the original church. Let's go back to understanding, to fearing our God that is holy. He has to be respected. He has to be feared. We shouldn't just please people when the devil is using this youth to bring their passions, sinful pleasures into the church. And it becomes very difficult to correct them. And the little ones who are coming up end up being like them. That is how the Hillsongs remained worldly, because they wanted to just enjoy music. And the children who came out of the Hillsongs, that is the elevation worship, those are mainly children of Hillsongs, they also remained even worse. You see them singing in tattoos, they have dreadlocks, they have earpins. When you look at those children of elevation worship, they are from Hillsongs. But they saw these people liberal, the Hillsongs liberal. Now for them they become what? They now get back into the world. If you're a product of a liberal Christian, for you now you will not be liberal. You will now be worldly completely. It is very painful, Christians. So let's wake up. Let's not take these messages jokingly. Please share with your friends. It is not easy to get back to the original us, but we shall try, and by the grace of God, He will enable us. I hope someone has been blessed. Share with your loved ones. I remain Judith Angwech. God bless you.